Well, the Victorian fires have shown our emergency service volunteers and professional firefighters at their selfless, hard-working best. But the ranks of our emergency volunteers are shrinking and the average age is climbing. So today, a new campaign is being launched to get Australia's youth more involved. Jake Cannon is 20 years old. He's an apprentice builder in Canberra. He's been a volunteer with the Rural Fire Service in the ACT since he was 16 years old, and he's just back from a 4-day stint fighting the Victorian bushfires. Jake, good morning.
Morning, Fran.
Jake, the aim here is to try and get young people to join Australia's ageing emergency volunteer force. How important is this to get new blood involved?
I think it's very important. I mean, you just got to have a look around at. I mean, I'm with the Rural Fire Service, and you just got to look at the Rural Fire Service to see how old everybody actually is. There aren't that many young people, and we're not really recruiting that many young people, which can be an issue when they all start to get to retirement age and beyond.
And the stats bear that out. Apparently, between 1988 and 2004, the number of CFA volunteers in Victoria declined by 30%. That's from 83,000 to 68,000. Have you noticed a thinning of the ranks even in the few years you've been a member of the RFS?
I'm not entirely sure on numbers, but I know volunteer retention can be an issue, especially when we have some lean seasons fire-wise. Especially when we recruit young people, they do the training and then don't get any opportunities to use it. Keeping those members is hard, as well as keeping the members that are getting older.
The aim of this campaign is called Extreme Weather Heroes. The campaign's called Extreme Weather Heroes, sorry. What's your pitch to try and get younger people to volunteer, to step up?
Well, Green Cross Australia came up with the idea of the campaign. And there's five extreme weather heroes on board from different volunteer agencies, and we're using social networking sites such as Facebook, YouTube, Flickr and Twitter to target young people. A lot of current advertising campaigns don't target them, and we're trying to put the message across of extreme weather as a result of climate change. Extreme weather causes disasters such as the bushfires currently going on in Victoria, and that we're using things like photos, stories, videos to try and get them thinking that, oh wow, this is a really good idea, this is something I want to do.
So it's the climate change message you think is the one that's going to resonate with young people?
In some cases, yeah, I think it will. In some cases, people might just be interested in the volunteering, the things you can do through that.
Why did you join, Jake? What was it that attracted you to this notion of being a volunteer firefighter? And are you going to give some of that pitch back as part of this campaign?
Yeah, well, I wanted to do it since I was a little kid. Sort of, most little boys want to be a firefighter when they're older, and I just ended up going through with it when I turned 16, and I just thought, it's something good for the community, something that I want to do. So I went for it, and I love it.
How hard is it to meld it into the rest of your life? I know you're an apprentice carpenter. Is it hard for you to get time off? I guess it's hard on your boss to let you go.
Yeah, well, I've been away twice this year already, and also I've had about a week in total off work, which can be really hard for businesses. Like I'm with a small business, and my boss has been good at it, but I can't expect him to let me go every time I need to, because it is an impact on him as well as myself. Okay.
All right, Jake, look, thank you very much for joining us.
No worries. Thank you very much.
That's Jake Cannon. He's one of Australia's 5 extreme weather heroes in this campaign, which has been launched by Green Cross, a partnership between Green Cross Australia, the State Emergency Services, the Red Cross and Rural Fire Services. And if you check out, put Jake into YouTube, you'll find some pretty daring video footage of him. It involves helicopters at 130-metre height being winched down from a helicopter. It looks pretty amazing. That should help recruit more thrill seekers to the forces. That's www.extremeweatherheroes.org.
Across Australia, you're with Fran Kelly, Radio National Breakfast.